We'll be talking to President Putin, and we'll be talking to the representatives, Zelensky and representatives from Ukraine. We got to stop it. It's carnage.
During his campaign, President-elect Trump confidently claimed that he could end the war in Ukraine within 24 hours if elected. Even after his victory, his determination to achieve peace remains unwavering. Trump's position aligns closely with his America First policy. He views prolonged military and financial support for overseas conflicts that do not directly affect core U.S. interests as contrary to America's best interests, pushing for a swift resolution to the war. As Trump's inauguration approaches, could Ukraine and Russia be preparing for peace negotiations? Territorial conflicts between the two nations have intensified significantly in recent months. This escalation may be linked to discussions within Trump's campaign team, which reportedly proposed a ceasefire solution that would freeze the current front lines. Key battle zones, including Ukraine's eastern Donetsk region and Russia's southwestern Kursk region, are experiencing intensive fighting as both sides aim to strengthen their positions ahead of potential negotiations. Meanwhile, on December 7th last year, President-elect Trump attended the reopening ceremony of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. There, he reportedly shared his vision for peace during a trilateral meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky and French President Macron. Trump emphasized rapid negotiations as the top priority for a peaceful resolution to the war in Ukraine. He also urged European countries to increase pressure on China. Trump has previously claimed to have communicated with Chinese leadership, expressing confidence in China's ability to help mediate the conflict. China, for its part, has maintained a neutral stance on the Ukraine war, which positions it as a potential mediator. As Russia's largest trading partner, China holds significant economic leverage over Moscow. Additionally, China's influence within various multilateral organizations it leads could either support or weaken Russia's diplomatic standing. Trump is also seeing NATO as a bargaining chip for peace. He has made it clear that he does not support Ukraine's NATO membership. Ukrainian President Zelensky has consistently argued that NATO membership is the only reliable long-term security guarantee against Russian aggression. Ukraine has even reformed its military and political institutions to align with NATO standards in pursuit of membership.
І це неможливо обговорювати тільки з європейськими лідерами, тому що для нас справжні гарантії у будь-якому випадку сьогоднішнє або майбутнє – це НАТО.
Meanwhile, Russia has remained adamantly opposed to Ukraine's potential NATO membership. Amid this tension, President-elect Donald Trump stirred controversy by appearing to express understanding of Russia's concerns over NATO's eastward expansion.
Well, then Russia has somebody right on their doorstep, and I could understand their feeling about that. But there were a lot of mistakes made in that negotiation.
This statement can be interpreted as tacit support for Russia's position. NATO, for its part, has delayed Ukraine's membership, citing the ongoing conflicts with Russia. Since NATO requires unanimous approval from all member states for new admissions, Ukraine's bid for NATO membership remains a long and challenging process. Despite these obstacles, Ukraine remains steadfast in its pursuit of NATO membership, viewing it as critical to its long-term security. How President-elect Trump's NATO strategy will influence this ambition remains to be seen. Trump's vision also extends to post-ceasefire scenarios. He envisions Europe taking the lead in defending Ukraine and maintaining peace, potentially involving the deployment of European forces to monitor a ceasefire. This suggests that the U.S. is shifting the security burden to Europe. However, Trump has not provided details on how these plans would be implemented, raising significant questions and concerns. Adding to the complexity is the presence of North Korean troops deployed to the battlefront in Kursk. In an interview with Time last month, Trump described North Korea's involvement as a complicating factor in the situation. With neither side willing to back down, all eyes are on whether the second Trump administration, which has pledged a swift end to the war, will bring about meaningful change in the Ukraine conflict.